emphasized the timeless nature of the story's moral lesson. Following the conclusion of the teaching, a fellow member of the assembly respectfully rose and sought permission to inquire further. He acknowledged his awareness of a doctrine advocating the retaliation of wrongs with wrongs, believing that making evildoers suffer would prevent the proliferation of evil and the decline of goodness. With earnest curiosity, he asked for guidance on the appropriate course of action in such circumstances. The Blessed One graciously replied, "Allow me to impart my wisdom. Having renounced the worldly life and embraced this noble faith, which urges us to transcend selfishness, you must refrain from responding to evil with evil or repaying hate with hate. Do not be deceived into thinking that wrongdoing can be eradicated by retaliating with further wrongdoing, for this only perpetuates a cycle of misdeeds. Instead, entrust the wicked to their own destiny. Sooner or later, their own malevolent actions will bring upon them the retribution they deserve, in one form or another." With deep conviction, the Tathagata reiterated the following verses: "Who harms the man who does not harm, or strikes at him who strikes him not, shall soon some punishment incur, which his own wickedness begot." One of the greatest ills in life, either a loathsome dread disease, or sad old age, or loss of mind, or wretched pain without surcease, or conflagration, loss of wealth, or of his nearest kin, he shall see someone die that's dear to him, and then he'll be reborn in hell. As you can see, this story from the parables and stories of Buddha is an age-old tale. It teaches us that we cannot defeat evil by engaging in evil deeds ourselves. Hatred cannot be conquered with more hatred. Instead, we should remain true to our good nature and pure heart. If someone wrongs us, annoys us, or acts unjustly, we should trust that their own actions will bring about their consequences. Our focus should be on living a righteous life and nurturing our goodness. This is the moral lesson conveyed by the Buddha's story. In conclusion, this timeless and profound tale from the parables and stories of Buddha serves as a powerful reminder of the path to enlightenment. It teaches us that responding to evil with more evil is a futile endeavor that only perpetuates the cycle of negativity and suffering. Instead, we are called upon to embrace our inherent virtues and stay true to the noble principles we have embraced on our spiritual journey. In a world where conflicts and injustices abound, it is all too tempting to succumb to the impulse of revenge, to seek retribution against those who wrong us. However, the wisdom of the Buddha illuminates a different path, one that transcends selfish desires and cultivates compassion, forgiveness, and understanding. By refraining from retaliating against those who harm us, we not only uphold the sanctity of our own moral compass, but also break the chains of hatred and violence that bind humanity. We recognize that responding to darkness with more darkness only deepens the shadows, whereas responding with light has the power to dispel even the darkest of clouds. In this tale, the Bodhisattva's patient endurance of the monkey's misbehavior symbolizes the strength and resilience required to navigate life's challenges without losing sight of our inner virtues. His wisdom in recognizing that the monkey's behavior would inevitably meet its own consequences serves as a potent metaphor for the universal law of cause and effect. It is a profound reminder that the universe operates on a just and harmonious principle, where every action carries its own consequences. The wicked relatives in the story are a stark reminder that no one can escape the repercussions of their deeds, no matter how cunning or calculating they may be. The rogue elephant, embodying the force of justice, steps in to deliver the retribution that is due. As we reflect upon this tale, we are invited to contemplate our own lives and the choices we make in the face of adversity. The Blessed One's words resonate deeply, urging us to resist the urge to retaliate, to transcend our lower instincts, and to hold firm to our commitment to love, compassion, and understanding. In doing so, we become beacons of light, illuminating the path for others to follow. Our actions inspire a ripple effect, spreading kindness and harmony throughout the world. By cultivating goodness within ourselves and embracing the moral of this Buddha story, we contribute to the transformation of our own lives and the lives of those around us. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining us on this profound journey of wisdom and enlightenment. May your hearts be filled with blessings, peace, and the unwavering commitment to respond to the challenges of life with goodness, love, and compassion. In a town called Savati, there resided a man renowned for his remarkable qualities of patience and kindness. Unfortunately, his own relatives were of a deceitful nature and conspired to rob him of his possessions. One fateful day, they approached him, using various threats to coerce him into surrendering a significant portion of his belongings. Astonishingly, he chose not to pursue legal action or voice his grievances. Instead, he displayed immense fortitude by enduring the injustices he faced with unwavering patience. The neighbors became curious and engaged in discussions regarding this unusual occurrence. Word of the incident eventually reached the brethren, residing in Jethavana, where the Blessed One, a revered figure, made his dwelling. Upon entering the assembly hall, the Blessed One inquired about the topic of conversation, to which they shared the details of the incident. In response, the Blessed One prophesied that the wicked relatives would inevitably face the repercussions of their deeds. Allow me to recount a tale shared by the Blessed One, illustrating that such incidents were not uncommon in the past. In a realm ruled by King Brahmadatta, known as Benares, a remarkable story unfolded. In the majestic Himalaya region, a noble being known as a bodhisattva manifested in the form of an elephant. This elephant, as it matured, grew mighty and imposing, traversing the vast expanse of hills, mountains, peaks, and treacherous forests that adorned the valleys. One serene day, while peacefully feasting beneath the shade of a delightful tree, a group of impudent monkeys descended and commenced a series of insults and torment upon the gentle giant. With audacity, they clung to his tusks, tugged at his tail, and engaged in mischievous antics, causing immense vexation to the patient and kind-hearted elephant. Despite the misconduct of the monkeys, the bodhisattva, being full of patience, kindness, and mercy, paid no attention to their actions. The monkeys continued their misbehavior repeatedly. Then, one day, a spirit residing in the tree spoke to the elephant, questioning why he tolerated the impudence of the bad monkeys. The spirit asked this question using the following couplet: "Why do you patiently endure such freak? This mischievous and selfish monkey's rake." In light of the situation, the bodhisattva, embodying patience, kindness, and compassion, responded by questioning the tree spirit. He pondered aloud that if he were to succumb to anger and harm the mischievous monkeys, how could he walk the noble path of righteousness? Moreover, he foresaw that these monkeys, perceiving others as resembling him, would subject them to similar treatment. However, should they encounter a formidable and just elephant, that elephant would administer due punishment, liberating the bodhisattva from both the monkey's nuisance and the burden of causing harm. Thus, he conveyed his wisdom through an additional verse: "If they shall treat another one like me, he'll chastise them, and I shall be free." Eventually, the bodhisattva departed from that spot, making way for another elephant, a fierce creature, to occupy his place. The wicked monkeys, believing this new elephant to be akin to the previous one, once again clambered onto his back, continuing their disruptive behavior. However, this time, the rogue elephant swiftly grasped the monkeys with his trunk, flung them to the ground, impaled them with his tusks, and crushed them into tiny fragments. Their misconduct met its well-deserved retribution. Upon concluding his discourse, the Blessed One elucidated that in the tale, the troublesome monkeys symbolized the malevolent relatives of the virtuous man. The savage elephant embodied the figure who would administer their deserved punishment. Interestingly, the noble and righteous elephant revealed itself as none other than the Tathagata, the Blessed One himself, in a previous incarnation. This revelation further